Where'd they go?
Hey, we're back. Hopefully this is gonna work. We've got some connection problems. My name is Lisa Payne. This is my husband David.
Good morning, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
We're in Nashville, Tennessee. Tell us where you guys are from. Give us some love, give us some hearts, and tell us where you're from, or give us an emoji just so we know that you're here.
Just let us know you're here,
Yes,
please.
yes. So, what did you say about bitching?
Are you free with your emotions? Do you talk about how you feel, your feelings? Do you discuss that with your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend,
Friends?
boss?
Yes.
Or is that bitching?
So, you guys, occasionally I love bringing this book out. This is my language of letting go. Yep, it's torn, it's tattered, and I love it. I've had it for almost 17 years now. So the language of letting go is Melody Beattie, and so it says, get it out, go ahead, get it all out. Once we begin recovery, we feel like it's not okay to gripe and complain. We may tell ourselves that if we were recovering, we wouldn't need to complain. What does that mean? Do we not have feelings? We can let ourselves get our feelings out, take risk, and be vulnerable with others. We don't have to be all put together all the time.
I'll tell you what.
Because when you're put together all the time, or try to be, it's more about codependency than recovery. So just, posing the question, when you're open, when you're vulnerable. I used to think vulnerability was a bad word. I thought that it was weakness. I did not want to be vulnerable. I did not want to cry. I didn't want to talk about my feelings. One moment. Wyatt, hush.
No.
They're
I'm
wanting,
so sorry.
they're wanting to come out here and join
Just
us.
gone.
So, vulnerability.
Our border collie is acting up.
Yes, he wants to join us.
Speaking
and
of bitching.
He is. He's having a good time at it too. But is it okay to be vulnerable? How do you feel about that? Like I said, for years, I was not okay with being vulnerable. I felt like it was weak. I felt like I didn't want to do that. So I lived in a lot of, I wasn't myself. I wasn't authentic. And authenticity is a very, very wonderful thing to be. And go ahead.
I was the same way. I tried to please everyone. I thought if people really knew me or my true feelings, that they wouldn't like me as much. And also I at times thought it was being weak, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm very open. I'm an open book, and anyone that knows me will attest to that. I wear my feelings on my sleeve.
Hey, Carrie.
And I'm always
He's
always
very
let you know how I
vocal
feel.
with his feelings, and very emotional, and very nice and sweet and kind and loving, and
I'm not very emotional, like cry all the
he
time.
doesn't cry all the time, not that kind of emotional, but just he's in touch with his feelings, where I am not as much. And Nolan is very much like David too, very in touch with his feelings. So it's taken me years, like almost 17, to work on this, and I'm still growing every single day in that aspect, because I have the fear sometimes of being vulnerable. And but I'll tell you how I feel, and I'm very real in that respect.
Yeah,
but
we are complete opposites in that. In
Opposites
this area, you will speak. You'll tell it like it is, and tell you how you tell someone how you feel. But and I'm afraid to hurt their feelings, or I'm afraid to be rejected by doing that. but I'm
which both are not good, but
Right.
together when we feed off of one another and we can come in between and balance one another out, it's awesome, because I'm a little bit too fly off the handle and tell you how I feel, that kind of thing.
she's a little country, I'm a little rock.
and he's like all about being nice and sweet and not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings, but if we are, when we balance each other out, and yeah.
But you know, I've learned that it's not, if you're discussing your feelings, it's not complaining by any means. But some people can take it overboard and just complain. But don't hold back your feelings. Talk about your feelings. Pull your head out of your ass.
And I mean, there are some times when I think someone, I love positive people. I'm drawn towards them because I sometimes lack positivity and I'm working towards it. But he is positive. But, you know, when you're positive to the point where you're Pollyanna and you don't talk about your feelings and you don't really share, and everything's okay and you're not being your real self, that's not good. It's not healthy. It's so be yourself, be authentic, and be vulnerable. It's okay. It's not a weakness.
And I've learned that when I am my true self and not trying to appease everyone, then that's when people truly attach to me. I get more likes.
Yeah, people like you, and when you're real. So anyway, authenticity and vulnerability are not a weakness, and they are actually, people are drawn towards that. So practice being vulnerable today. And y'all have a happy Friday.
Have a great
Thanks
weekend,
for joining
y'all.
us. Damn
Thank
the
you so much for
torpedoes.
being
Hey,
here.
Carrie, thanks for joining.